Hello, today is August or September 25th. This will be updated. Your attendance will say September 25th here. You also have an opportunity for extra credit here. Go down and click on September 25th, and then we will have another chance to take attendance here. This video will be placed here. There'll be a joke of the day, quote of the day, and your assignment here. Now, before we get into the assignment for the lesson, I do want to mention that starting on Monday, September the 28th, we'll be going into a hybrid. Some of you may stay virtual. We'll do some similar things in class that we've been doing online. So just a heads up to look forward to, that if you're coming to school, be prepared. It's really important that you bring a set of headphones on the days that you come to school that work with your Chromebook.
So this week we have learned how to do combining like terms and how to do distributive property. And so we're going to combine those. So when we look at problem number 1, the first step that we want to do for me is always going to be distributive property. This is a simplifying step. It's trying to make the equation easier. So we're going to distribute first. And so what that means is we're going to take this negative 7 and we're going to distribute that to the numbers inside. Don't forget there's a 1 right there in front of that x. So 4 is just going to drop down. Negative 7 times 7 is negative 49. Negative 7 times negative 1 is positive 7. X comes with it. Still equal to 94, negative 94. We didn't do anything on the right side of the equation. Now, notice how the minus 1x became positive 7x, because a negative times a negative is positive. My next step that I'm going to do is called combining like terms. So we'll write combine right here. And so then I got to determine, well, what's the like terms? So 4 is a regular number, and negative 49 is a regular number. And so I can combine those. So 4 plus negative 49 is negative 45. Plus 7x comes down, still equal to negative 94. My next step is to do the inverse of subtraction. And the reason it's inverse of subtraction is because of this negative 45. So I'm going to do plus 45 on both sides of the equal sign. Anytime you do the inverse, you got to do it on both sides. So these cancel out. 7x drops down. You don't need to bring down the plus because it's positive. So 7x and positive 7 is the same. So negative 94 plus 45 is going to be negative 49. And so my last and final step is going to be to do the inverse of multiplication. So I'm going to divide both sides by 7. The 7's cancel. X drops down. Negative 49 divided by 7 is negative 7. And negative 7 is what you would enter into your Canvas assignment. Now we're going to skip problem 3 because we want to look at problem 5. So my first step on this problem would be to do distributive property again. So I'm going to distribute. And so I want to take this 4 and distribute to the 8 and the negative 7. So 4 times 8 is 32n. 4 times negative 7 is negative 28. 6n just comes straight down. It's equal to negative 294. My next step after that would be to do the combine like terms. And so when I talk about like terms, I'm talking about 32n and 6n. I'm going to add those. So 32 plus 6 equals 38. N comes with it. Minus 28 comes down. Equals negative 294. And so my third step would be to do the inverse of subtraction, because I'm trying to get rid of this minus 28. So plus 28 on both sides of the equal sign. Again, remember, inverse means you got to do it on both sides. It means opposite. So 38n drops down. These cancel out. The equal sign drops down. Negative 294 plus 28. I'm not sure what it is, so I'm just going to use Desmo Scientific Calculator to do that. So negative, let's see, what was it? Negative 294. And then it's plus 28. Is negative 266. So this equals negative 266. My fourth step is to do the inverse of multiplication. So I'm going to divide by 38 on both sides. These cancel out. N drops down. Equal sign drops down. I don't know what my 38s are, so I'm going to go to Desmos, and I'm going to do negative 266 divided by 38. And I get negative 7. And so on my canvas, I would enter in negative 7. You have 5 problems to do today.